Welcome to the English with Foxy Fluent channel. Today, we'll share a short story to help you improve your English by listening and repeating the phrases. Let's go. Have you ever felt your heart racing, your hands shaking, and your mind whispering, "What if I fail?" Fear is one of the most powerful emotions we experience, but it can also be the biggest trap of the mind. It freezes us, chains us, and stops us from living the life we truly deserve. Today, I want to share with you a story that shows how fear can destroy a life, but also how facing it can change everything forever. Once, in a quiet coastal town, there lived a young man named Ethan. Ethan dreamed of becoming a sailor. Since childhood, he would stand by the shore, staring at the endless horizon, imagining himself exploring new lands. But there was one problem. Ethan was terrified of the ocean. He had never dared to step onto a boat. The waves, the deep waters, the unknown, they all made his body freeze with fear. Years passed, and while his friends went on adventures, Ethan stayed behind, always watching, never participating. People in town admired his intelligence and kindness, but they whispered, "Poor Ethan, he will never leave the shore." Deep inside, Ethan knew they were right. He felt like a prisoner, trapped, not by the ocean, but by his own mind. One day, a great storm hit the coast. The fishermen who had gone to sea didn't return. Families cried, and the town was filled with despair. Among them was Ethan's closest friend, Lucas, who had not yet come back. The villagers gathered, praying for the sailor's safety. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. His fear and his love for his friend battled inside him. Then, something inside him whispered, "If you don't face this fear now, you'll regret it forever." The next morning, Ethan made a decision that shocked everyone. He went to the harbor, stepped onto an old boat, and said aloud, "I will find Lucas." The villagers tried to stop him. "Ethan, Ethan, you've never sailed before. You'll drown." But for the first time in his life, Ethan ignored the voices of doubt. As he pushed away from the shore, his heart pounded. Every wave felt like a giant, every gust of wind like an enemy. His hands trembled as he held the oars. The fear didn't disappear. It screamed louder than ever. But this time, Ethan didn't run away. He kept rowing. Hours later, exhausted but determined, Ethan saw something in the distance. A broken fishing boat, with Lucas clinging desperately to a piece of wood. With all his strength, Ethan pulled him aboard. Tears filled their eyes. Lucas whispered, "I thought I would die out here. You saved me." When they finally returned to shore, the villagers cheered. For the first time, Ethan wasn't just the boy who feared the ocean, he was the man who conquered it. But the real victory wasn't that he saved Lucas. The real victory was that he saved himself from the prison of fear. That day, Ethan realized a powerful truth. Fear doesn't vanish when you wait. It only grows. The only way to defeat it is to face it step by step, even while your heart is trembling. From then on, Ethan no longer watched the horizon. He sailed towards it. He explored new lands, built a life full of adventures, and inspired countless others who were still trapped by their fears. My friend, maybe you're like Ethan was, standing on the shore of your own dreams, watching but never daring. Maybe your fear is failure, rejection, or the unknown. Whatever it is, remember this: fear is nothing more than a shadow. It looks bigger the longer you stare at it, but the moment you take a step forward, you'll realize it was never as powerful as you imagined. So ask yourself, what dream are you holding back because of fear? What life could you live if you chose courage over comfort? Ethan's story reminds us of one simple but life-changing lesson. The greatest trap of the mind is fear, but freedom begins the moment you face it. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to hear another powerful story that will inspire you even more, watch the next video right here. Until then, be brave, live fully, and never let fear decide your future.